What is up, you guys? It is Subinator here, and I'm back with another video. This is like my New Year slash Christmas, Christmas slash New Year special. So, I was inspired by TactixHD, so, thumbs up to him, and, thanks to him, and also, yeah, so pretty much TactixHD, inspired me to do this, so he did it on NHL 14, I'm doing it on NHL 15, and that is the Mighty Ducks. That's right. Here we go. Here it is. I made them all. So, but I did a little different than him. Alright, so, here we go. So, let's start right into it. So, from the Mighty Ducks movie. Yeah, so, here we got. So, wait, before I get into this, let me just say, I didn't do it like TactixHD, how he had, pretty much, they got 3 stars if they're in one movie, or 3.5 stars if they're, let's say, in 2 movies. No, I just did it based on if they're good or not. Like, you'll see in a minute when I explain. So, yeah, so let's start here. Obviously, here we go. So, Lester Averman, I put him as a top 9, which is pretty much 3.5 stars. 70 overall. I put him as a center because I saw him playing center a couple times in the movie. He's just pretty much a goon, like a target for enforcers, sorry. On top right it says 2004, but trust me, it's 2014, trust me. It says his age is 18 years old. So it's pretty much his best qualities are his discipline, that he never really took a penalty. Also his durability, he'd always get hit by enforcers but never get really hurt. And his deking, not really. Well, yeah, his deking had eye and his puck control. In one part of the movie, he was dangling out the goalie, and the goalie was just spinning his head back and forth. And then he passed it back to Fulton, and then Fulton Reed scored. So that's why I put his there to 80. So there's Lester Averman. He's a playmaker, top 9. He's a righty. So top 9 is like 3.5 stars, like I said before. And then now, moving on to the best player on the team, Adam Banks. That's the highest overall on the team, 78 overall. Sorry. Can't talk, man. Alright, so here we got Adam Banks. He's a sniper. Franchise. You can't really see, but it's a high potential, so it's green stars. So franchise is pretty much 5 green stars. So, got him here, and he has pretty much a lot of high 80 stats. So, but he's listed as a 78. It's because of his defensive stats. He's not really that great defensively, and physically, but it's okay. So, like you can see, his high stats are his wrist shot, his shooting stats, and his skating stats. He's pretty fast. And then his puck skills, obviously, he's one of the best. Well, I would say the second best puck handlers on the team. We'll get back to the best in a minute. And then you got his offensive awareness at 86 face-offs. He's won a lot of face-offs, so that's why I put him at 90 face-offs. And yeah, he has 80 strength. You know, he'd get knocked down to get right back up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Adam Banks, like, can't wait to try out. And also, I'm making a GM mode out of this. I know TactixHD couldn't, because I know they were all like low overalls and stuff. They were all like low potentials, so they were pretty shit. So I know that must have sucked. That's why I'm putting them like at a high potential. So, well, not really, but you'll see. I'm putting them at high potential so you can see. Yeah, and Averman, I forgot to tell you, he has 80 face-offs. I know he's lost a couple, but he's lost a majority of it. I mean, he's won majority of them too, so. Yep. And here, next we got Charlie Conway, who will be my third line center. Charlie Conway, I put him as a 2-way forward, because he would score. In the third movie, he was more of a puck hog, but in the first 2 movies, he'd pass a lot. And because he's not really like that good in the first movie, but yeah. So I put him as an elite, medium potential, so elite and gold stars. He's 18 years old, he's a righty. Yeah, Banks was a lefty. Oh wait, did I put him as a righty? Okay, yeah, he's a lefty, okay. So yeah, I forgot to tell you again. Well, I gotta say this. So, I put Averman as 5'10", because, I don't know, they're just really like, he's like average height in all 3 movies, he never really grew. But Banks and Conway, they're both 6'2", because in the third movie they were pretty tall. They were pretty tall. And then when he was talking to that girl, I forget what her name was. It's the girl he has a crush on and ends up kissing her. Oh, whoops. Oh shit. Yeah, didn't mean to spoil the end of the movie for someone who didn't watch it, but yeah, in the third movie he has this crush on this girl, and she's like, yeah, you know, I'm almost 6 foot and stuff. So, But I made him 6'2" because, you know, he seemed pretty tall. So them two are 6'2". Oh yeah, so let's go back to Conway. He has pretty much 80 deking, 80 passing, 80 puck control. His best stats are pretty much his defensive stats, and his shooting stats. Like, he got better at shooting throughout the movies, because in the first movie he like swing and miss. So yeah, so his faceoffs is 92 because he won a lot of them. And yeah, that's it. Again, he is 6'2", two-way forward. Next, we got Tammy Duncan. Oh, you can't really see their birth dates, right? No. I was gonna tell you guys a funny story, but whatever. So I got Tammy Duncan. What are the two Duncans? Yes, because they're both brother and sister. This one's the girl. I put her as 5'9", 180, top 9 forward. She'd be like our fourth line left winger, because our left wings are just stacked, so I wouldn't really put her as anything. I mean, her best thing is her skating, because she was a figure skater, so I gave her 85 balance, as you can see, and 85 poise, so on the top right, that's why I gave her that. And she was also very disciplinary. She never really took any penalties, and yeah, so her speed is 80, but then you have her agility and acceleration, because she was a figure skater, so that's why I put her at that. So she is a righty, she's a two-way forward, and 71 overall. Then you got Tommy Duncan, he was pretty shit, and yeah, just like Tactics said, like he's actually is pretty shit. You never really see him in the movie. In the first movie, you see him once, and that was his one pass to Tammy, and that's why I made him a playmaker. That's the only reason why. He didn't really do anything else. Like, I didn't see him. So you could see his passing. I think, yeah, it's 80. That's because of that one pass he made. But yeah, he's a bottom 6, which would be 3 stars in NHL 14 or NHL 15 on Xbox 360 and PS3. And yeah, I gave him 90 discipline. He didn't really take any penalties. I put him 5'7". He's really short. I don't know, in like the third movie, I think that was 96. I don't know if he grew. I didn't really look up the actor. But yeah, you got his skating statures are okay. I gave him 85 balance and 85 poise, because his sister forced him to do figure skating, and then he forced her to do hockey, so that's why. Yeah, so that's Tommy Duncan, 70 overall. He's gonna be our fourth line right winger. So our fourth line is pretty much Tommy Duncan, Tammy Duncan, and Les Draperman. And next is Guy Germain. He is one of the better players on the team. I wouldn't say he's the best, but he's solid, and you see him around the movie, but not really that much. You know, it's more focused on Banks and Conway. But Guy Germain, you know, he stacks up a lot of points. He scores a lot of goals, and he's pretty much clutch in every moment. And in the first movie, they said Guy should take the penalty shot, so you know. And then you see, so I put him as 5'11". He's pretty much average height around every movie. He's 180 pounds, sorry. Left wing sniper. He's a righty. When I was doing this, I noticed so many people are righties. Like, honestly, it's weird. Yeah, so his best stats are shooting stats, skating stats, his senses, and his puck skills. So his shooting is 85, pretty much 85s all around in his shooting, 85 all around in his skating, and then his you have his offensive awareness and his discipline, 85. But his discipline, he didn't really take any penalties, that's why I gave him that. And yeah, I gave him 75 face-offs because he took the draw a couple of times, and I saw he won a majority of them. That's why I gave him 75 face-offs, and that's Guy Germain. I put him as an elite high, which means like 4.5 green stars. So I think he's gonna be like a solid player in the future. And then you got Greg Goldberg. Wait. Okay, wait. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so you have Greg Goldberg, the defensive Goldberg, like the defenseman. So Goldberg's best stats are probably his defensive stats and his physical stats. I put him as a righty. He's a defensive defenseman, 5'10". He was pretty much short in the second and third movie because everyone grew and he didn't. But in the first movie, his average height's up in 5'10". 225 pounds. Yeah, his wrist shot, I put him 85 and 85 because of that last play where they tied the game, I think. Yeah, it's when Charlie was going and they passed it back to Goldberg with like 1 second left and he scored. So that's when, yeah, that's why I gave him that kind of wrist shot. Shot blocking, I gave him 90 just to boost up, but he should have been 85. But Goldberg blocked a lot of shots. I saw him block a couple in the third movie. What else here? Oh yeah, his physical stats. I gave him 85 all around because I saw him lay the body a couple times, and then even the announcer in the third movie said, "Oh, what a hit by Goldberg! Even he's laying the body out." Stuff like that. So that's why I gave Goldberg 85 all around in his physical. So he's a righty as well. Yeah, defensive defenseman, top 4. Now next we have Terry Hall, one of the 2 Hall brothers. Terry Hall is one of the weaker skilled brother. So I put him as a top 9 forward, which is like 3.5 stars. Playmaker, 5'10". He was only in the first movie, but that's all right. I mean, he was still a decent player. The line was Terry Hall, Jesse Hall, and then Guy Germain. They called it the Oreo line. So that's what he's known for. And then his best stats are probably his 85 discipline. He didn't really take any penalties. His shooting stats is all 77s. And then his physical stats is all right. You know, everything's all around. High 70s and low 80s. That's pretty much him. So there's Terry Hall, left wing playmaker. He's also a lefty. And then we have Jesse Hall. Jesse Hall is going to be my second line center. He is 76 overall, 5'11", 185 pounds. Sniper. His shooting stats are probably one of the best. Pretty much all. His slap shot actually is 80, but the rest is all 80, around 85. He's a righty. His skating stats is around 85, all of them, except for his balance, which is, I would think that was more physical, but whatever. His physical stats is okay, you know. His puck skills is pretty good, so he's pretty much known for his offensive stats, not really his defense. Same thing with Banks. And that's pretty much it. He's 5'11", he's a righty, he's an elite high, I think, which is green stars. Yeah, so then you got Dave Karp. Oh yeah, Jesse Hall was in 2 movies. He was in the first movie and the second movie. He didn't make it to Eden Hall Academy, which is, I don't know why. And Terry Hall was in 1 movie, which is weird. He like disappeared. I don't know why. I searched up and there was no answers. But yeah. Next you have Dave Karp. He was only in the first movie as well. Karp was alright. He was known for blocking that one shot with his head. That's pretty much all he did. That's why I gave him that 88 shot blocking, because he blocked it with his head and he got like knocked out. But it's okay. In the future he'll be like our shot blocker. He's known for his defensive stats. Not really good offensively. Top 6, 73 overall, 5'8". He was one of the shorter people in the first movie. He wasn't really average height, so that's why I gave him 5'8". 225 pounds because he's a little bit chubby, overweight. And yeah, and then his discipline's 88. He never really took a penalty. His physical stats is around 80s, so that's pretty much it. And he's a top 6, and he shoots right, so he's a righty. And yeah, he's a top 6 high, I think it's green stars, 3.5 green stars. So let's see how he turns out. I think it would be pretty good, top 6 forward. I'm a defenseman. All right, so Peter Mark, he is like one of the guys that with attitude, you know, he like always runs his mouth and stuff. So I gave him like yeah, well he just has attitude. So Peter Mark, he's an offensive defenseman. I put him because he's really small. While everyone else's average height, he was like really small. If I would put him smaller, I'd put him to like 5'2", but you can only put him to 5'7", so that's what I put him at. Top 6 defenseman, lefty. He's pretty much known for his skating stats. That's pretty much it. I gave him 75 discipline because he ran his mouth a lot, and yeah, I didn't really like him honestly, like when I was watching the movie. But then in the end, I started to like him a bit. But then he didn't show up in the second movie, so yeah, that's why. Yeah, he's pretty much all around 80s. He's more an offensive guy, but he looks on paper like on paper pretty much, I guess. He looks more of a two-way, but he is a offensive defenseman. There's Peter Mark, 71 overall. Then you got Luis Mendoza. He is known for his skating. Like, He's so fast, but only one problem: he can't stop. So I put him 75 agility and 75 balance because every time he tried to stop, he couldn't really. He would fall every time he tried to stop. So that's what he's known for, his skating stats. I put him as 73 overall, 190 pounds, 6 feet. In the second movie, he was pretty much average height, but then in the third movie, he grew a lot. Like, you could tell the difference from the second movie and third movie. He really did grow a lot, so that's why I put him to 6 feet. He's pretty much closer to the height of Banks and Conway, so I put him to 6 feet. So I put him as a sniper because grinders, like, I know Tactics put him as a grinder, but if you think about it in real life, grinders aren't that fast. Like, if you think about Brandon Prust or you know, Chris Neal, those guys aren't fast. They're average speed, but they're not fast. So that's why I put him as a sniper. You know, every time he's on a breakaway, he always scores, but he ends up like either hitting the goalie or flying over the net. So that's why I put him as a sniper. And yeah, so that's all he's known for, his skating stats and his shooting. The rest is like average. And then discipline, I give him 85 because he really like he never really took a penalty. So you never see him take a penalty. So there's Luis Mendoza, 73 overall. He's a righty. And then you have the best girl on the team, not goalie, but like forward, and the best forward on the team, best female forward on the team, Connie Moreau, 75 overall. She's a playmaker. I put her as a playmaker because Banks and Jermaine are both snipers, so he needed someone to pass them. And Connie does pass. I put her as 5'9" because in the first movie she was taller, a lot taller than everyone. And then in the second movie she was like average height, and in the third movie she was like small. You see, like, everyone compared to her, she was really small. So I put her as 5'9", 180 pounds, elite, medium potential. And then Connie, she's pretty much all around 80s except for her senses and her pucks. Her senses and her shooting stats and her skating. So her skating is pretty much around 82. Her shooting is okay. Like, I'm telling you, she could shoot, but I put her more of a passer. So offensive awareness 80, discipline 85. She never took a penalty ever. But I put one of them was I put strength 78 because she get knocked down, but she could go back up. She wasn't really like crying or anything. She wasn't getting mad. She was like, you know, she was a tough girl. So that's why. There's Connie. She's like our first line right winger. Next is Dean Portman, one of the two Bash brothers. I love the Bash brothers. Every time I watch them, I'm like, come on, like they're really awesome. So there's Dean Portman. I put him as a defensive defenseman because he didn't really do anything offensively, but he did defensive stuff, like, you know, make a big hit or, like, you know, like enforce or something. I would have put him as an enforcer, but I saw him like he lays the body out, so I put him as a defensive defenseman. So he's pretty much known for his physical stats. I mean, look at those: 89 aggressiveness, 90 body checking, 85 durability, 91 fighting skill, 90 strength. That's just insane. This guy can really crush you. And along with Fulton Reed, which we'll get back to after this guy, he's just a real beast. So his shooting stats is, you know, it's all right, you know. And then the rest is just, you know, and his balance is 90. So that's pretty much what he's known for. Dean Portman, his physical stats. So I put him at 76 overall, 6'4", because he was, in the third movie, he was taller, and in the second movie, he was taller than everyone else. Yeah, 220 pounds, an elite high, and that's pretty much it. He's a lefty. Yeah, so there's Dean Portman. The next is Fulton Reed, the best defenseman on the team. I put him as a two-way defender because he helps offensively and defensively. I put him at 6'3", 215 pounds, an elite high again. So these guys are going to be a top two. 77 overall, like I said. So I put his shot 95 slap shot power because he can really, like, his shot is so hard. He can either shoot the goalie into his own net and like make him go flying, or leave an imprint of the puck into their glove and their hand, as you saw in Iceland, the game versus Iceland in the second movie. So, but I put him 80 accuracy because, you know, 1 out of 5. The only time he went on net was 1 out of 5. So, and then his wrist shot's mid 80s, and then you have, that's pretty much it. And same with Yeah, he's mid 80s, so yeah. So like you could see, aggressiveness is 85, body checking is 89, durability 85, fighting skill 88, and strength 86. So these guys, like him and Fulton Reed, I mean Dean Portman, they're two Bash brothers. They're gonna like really like hit you. So Fulton Reed isn't known for his physical, but he's known for his shooting, like his hard shot. Because Fulton Reed. And then there's Dwayne Robertson, the best puck handler on the team. He's 74 overall. He is a playmaker. I put him as a playmaker. I didn't really see him scoring goals, but making plays. So, I put him as an elite medium, I think. Yeah, medium. He's a righty. I put him at 6'2", because he was pretty tall in both movies, in the second and third. So yeah, he as you can see in puck skills, 90 deking, 90 hand-eye, 80 passing, and 90 puck control, because he really was great, like, handling with the puck, and that's pretty much what he's known for. I put him, also, he's a righty, and yeah, and also 85 discipline, because he didn't really take a penalty, 85 durability, because, he never really got hurt. He'd get hit and stuff, but he wouldn't get hurt, so yeah, that's it. That's Dwayne Robertson, known for his puck skills, and he's a playmaker, and that's pretty much it. And then you got my man Russ Tyler. I put him as 75 overall, offensive defenseman. He really is something. Like, he is the inventor of the knuckle puck. So I put him as 90 slap shot power, 85 slap shot accuracy, because it would like annoy goalies all the time. He's known for his knuckle puck too. He's known for shooting, but not a hard shot, but known for the knuckle puck. So I put him as an offensive defenseman, 75 overall. He was he was around average height, but a little below average height in both movies, in the second and third. So I put him 5'10", 205, because he was a bit chubby. What else? Yeah, 85 offensive awareness. Him and Fulton Reed on the power play, now that's devastating. Devastating for the goalies. Then he got 85 discipline, because he didn't take any penalties. Well, I didn't see him taking any penalties. And that's it. He's known for his knuckle puck. That's him, Russ Tyler, known for the knuckle puck. That's why I gave him 75 overall. He is the third best defenseman on the team. And then Ken Wu, 74 overall, right wing, two-way forward, because he would pass and he would snipes and Genos. Put him as a top 6 high, which is 4 green stars. He's a righty. So because he was an Olympic figure skater, I gave him 85 agility, 85 balance. I'll give him a, low 80s skating stats. I also gave him 85 poise, because he was a figure skater too. 85 durability and 85. So yeah, first 85 durability, because he was really small, and they would like hit him, enforcers would hit him, and he'd get back up. He wouldn't really get hurt. And I give him 85 aggressiveness, because he was the mini Bash brother, as they said in the second movie. He would and that's why I give him 80 fighting skill and 80 strength, because he would fight other people. And then, so yeah, that's Ken Wu. He's a righty. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I put him 5'8", because he was small in both movies, in the second and third. And then, yeah, that's it. So that's it for the forwards and defensemen, but then we got the goalies. Whoops. Goalies. So you got Julie the Cat Gaffney. Put her at 78 overall, 5'11", 180 pounds. She was the best goalie. They said she had the quickest glove, so that's why I gave her 90 glove high and 90 glove low. And then the rest are pretty much 80s. She's just known for her glove. I put her as a stand-up because I never really saw her go butterfly. That's why she's a stand-up. And yeah, 78 overall, 5'11", 180 pounds. Yeah, that's it. And she's a stand-up. She's an elite. I put her as elite high because she's our future goalie. And yeah, that's it. And then, alright, and then there's Greg Goldberg. So he was a goalie for the first 2 movies, and half of the third until he went defense. And I think he's a better defenseman than he is a goalie, because goalie really does suck. I mean, he got better in the second movie and the end of the first, but you know, he still sucks. Nothing much to him. He's 74 overall, 5'10", 225 pounds, same as his defenseman. He's a hybrid goaltender, because I saw him go butterfly a couple of times. He's an NHL starter, which is 4-star potential, and a 4-star medium. I mean, 4-star gold. So he's pretty much known not really for anything. He's just high 70s and 80s all around. He's only really his athletics. He's 85 aggressiveness. That's pretty much it. So he's all 80s and pretty much high 70s all around. I don't really think he's good with his reflexes. Yeah, there's nothing really much to Goldberg as his goalie version. So that's why we're going to stick with Gaffney here. But Goldberg is really nothing special. So yeah, that's Goldberg. 74 overall. So he's going to be our backup for like the whole time. I mean, we're going to play him a couple times. So yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's the Mighty Ducks. Tell me what you guys think. I'm going to be doing the GM mode on this. You know, I'm going to go for a long time, maybe 25 years I'll try. But yeah, see how these guys go. And one rule is I will not trade any of the Ducks. I will not trade anybody. I will only draft. That's all I do. I'll only draft. As I was saying, I'm going to be doing the GM mode on this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys stay tuned. You know, tell all your friends, get ready, because it's going to be amazing. So, yeah. And, oh, one more thing. Every time I play a game, I'll tell you guys the rules in the GM, but every time I play a game, I'm going to use the jerseys that they wore in the second movie. The Duck jerseys, which I'll show you right now. These ones. Alright, I'm going to wear these jerseys the whole time. So, yeah. I'm going to wear these in the GM mode. So, once again, tell me what you guys think about the Ducks. Tell me if I should change anything, any overalls, any little, like, any minor changes, like handed this left or right, or stuff like that. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. I'll catch you guys later.